We've all been there. We're standing on a job site. Our journeyman electrician or our foreman is describing what we're going to be doing today or what we're going to be doing for the next hour. There's 3 or 4 of us standing around, a couple of first years, a couple of third years. He turns around then, or she turns around and says, all clear? Everyone got this? Everyone nods. Everyone walks away. And I'm pretty sure on many an occasion, there's at least one person in that group who hasn't a clue as to what was just explained. And I've been there, right? And pride can be one of the slowest ways for you to learn. If you have too much pride in these types of scenarios where you can't ask a question, you're going to have a long career. And that is our fundamental number 8 this week for Energy Electric. It's ask questions. And we have been phenomenal at this, in particular the last 5 years. We have questioned everything as a company. We've questioned how electrical contracting is done in the Northeast. Do we want to do it the same way? If we do, that's okay, but let's question it at least. We've questioned every single process we have in place, every single standard operating procedure we have. We question it all the time. Sometimes we maybe would be accused on our job sites and in the office that we're asking too many questions, and sometimes you just need to get on with it. I'm literally right now, after walking through a scenario where our estimating process can change to give us better visibility on cost. Our estimates are doing pretty good. Our estimates are doing really well, in fact. You could argue that there's nothing wrong with that situation, but we always, I believe in business, need to question everything we do. That's why it's hard, I always say, to get a pat in the back in business in particular, because there's just something that you're doing that could be better. There's some question that could be asked about anything that we're doing. And it also maybe is even more important, I think, related to our safety culture. When you have a safety culture, that means people ask questions all the time. They call our director of training, Adam Snow, they call Xavier, they call Christian and ask questions about a scenario that they're about to participate in, or they're doing a foreman takeoff and the safety questions related to some OSHA regulation needs to be answered. All of these types of things are in the basis of that it's okay to ask a question. And I think, it's important that we as a company continue to be okay with questions and not to react in the wrong way. Yeah, sometimes questions come from people that should not be coming because you've explained that 2, 3, 4 times, right? And that's a training a whole, I would say, in relation to what we're doing. And it can be frustrating to have to answer a question more than once, and you can address that with that individual. But it should never be a shouting contest when a question is asked that has legitimate and genuine concerns for not knowing the answer. And it's important for us as a company, if we're going to continue to have success we're having, continue to grow and continue to be the kind of company that we want to be, that we maintain that culture where we ask questions and there's no issue with that. We walk through it. We use a physical example if the person's a visual learner. We use whatever works for them in that answer. And that's how great leadership is actually exemplified, is when you are able to know how a person learns, when they ask a question, how to answer it, and that you don't create drama in a scenario where there doesn't need to be, because that question won't come the next time if you do. All right, everyone out there, ask questions and have a great week.